Hi, I am Pushpika Bandara from Oxford College of Business, Sri Lanka. I am going to present the assignment 1 of Strategy and the Global Competitive Environment subject. It is regarding the solar energy industry in Sri Lanka. This presentation includes a brief analysis of solar energy industry followed by a key trends of the industry. After that, key uncertainties of solar energy industry is discussed. Then, with the two-dimensional grid, a plausible scenario will be described. After that, the most plausible scenario will be presented. All the references will be given at the end of the presentation. This study is based on solar energy industry of Sri Lanka, and the market segmentation can be done by application, technology, end use and region. In Sri Lanka, only 2.8% from total energy consumption is fulfilled by the renewable sources with a capacity of 159 megawatts. Solar energy market value in 2019 was 200 million US dollars. The key competitors are the other renewable energy industries like hydropower, geothermal, biomass combustion, wind power and waste to energy power. Let's see what are the key trends of the industry. Higher government facilitation to development of the industry can be seen, and also we can see a continuous demand increase for solar power. Other than that, we can observe that the countries which have stable macroeconomic conditions are at the top positions of the solar energy industry. Immense technology evolution is the other key trend in the industry. From basic solar panels, now industry reaching up to their sky limits. Innovative applications can be seen in every commercial sector. Solar shingles, solar cars, solar roads, smart solar batteries, solar fiber are some best examples for the technology development. And also, due to the climate change and greenhouse gases emissions, countries are headed to green technologies with renewable energy sources. The other one is the favorable policy and regulations to solar power industry by government. After analyzing the above solar energy industry trends, cost of technology and policy and regulation has been identified as the key uncertainties. Uncertainty metric is the tool used to get these two. It is expected that a tremendous growth in solar energy industry in future. To cater the emerging demand, technological developments are really crucial. So the development of technology is totally depend on the cost of technology. Then the next one is policy and regulations. It is known fact that a favorable policy and regulation of solar energy industry will accelerate the deployment and the development of the industry. Those two uncertainties and the correlations are graphically represented in this two-dimensional grid. The x-axis represents high and low cost of technology, while y-axis represents favorable and unfavorable policy and regulation to the solar energy industry. Using the two-dimensional grids, four scenarios were developed as blue, green, red and orange. In blue scenario, government policies are favorable for solar energy industry and that will discourage traditional energy industry. Low penetration of non-conventional technologies will be there due to high installation expenses. This would be difficult for the electrical companies. In green scenario, energy policy will promote green technologies and high penetration of technology will be there due to the low technology cost. This would be the most plausible scenario after checking the existing facts. In orange scenario, conventional energy sources will be complemented by the government and this is not environmental friendly. But due to the low technological cost, it will allow projects to be installed in remote areas. Traditional energy companies can carry out their operations smoothly. Red scenario is the worst from all four scenarios. High cost of technology and unfavorable policies will be there. This will discourage the implementation of green technologies and limit new entrants to the industry. As a consultant, I would be recommending green scenario as the most plausible scenario, which will help to perform common actions toward the best potential strategy. The modeling period from 2021 to 2040 using 2021 as the base year. This scenario will also help to create a better understanding of how the solar energy industry might evolve into the future. In here, cost of technology adoption is low and policy and regulations are favorable to the promotion of non-conventional energy sources. Companies who are using traditional technologies will have to downsize their business and seek new opportunities. Companies have to move and adapt to technological progress if they do not want to risk getting squeezed out of the market. Government and energy companies will be charged with ensuring that the necessary infrastructure is put in place to facilitate the significant shift from being a nation which primarily uses energy produced from fossil fuels to predominantly using energy from green energy sources. Solar power will lead to a carbon-free future. Since renewables have high penetration to the energy industry, greenhouse gases emissions will lay at a very low level. This will also help to achieve a sustainable approach in total economic growth in Sri Lanka. This will surely reduce the carbon footprint of energy sector and contributed in reducing global warming and climate change. Major market players are likely to invest in research and development to increase efficiency of photovoltaic cells and find more effective material than silicon to build solar cells. There will be energy parks across the island and that will cater the 100% of energy consumption by renewable energy sources. This would be the most beneficial scenario in customers' perspective. Due to that, customer-centric market will be established. According to the low cost in both parts and labor cost of the technology, customized designing of solar energy appliances will be there, like solar cars and solar fiber. Energy favorable policies will ensure that the consumers and businesses are not unduly vulnerable to external market factors and that the economy can benefit from a secure and affordable energy supply, and it will make path to energy self-sufficient nation in 2040. Wind and hydro power often require users to live in specific locations, but solar offers more freedom. The sun rises and sets on a predictable schedule, and it's not as variable as running water or wind. Residential solar power is expected to be expanded by triple factor in 2040 while promoting solar power in apartments or flats. Solar facilities will continue reducing their variability rates by storing electricity during the day and running at night. However, advanced solar plants will operate and they will deliver more consistent service for longer durations. Commercial and residential buildings will keep running at full capacity, even in periods of low sunlight. Closing the gaps between sunlight collection and electricity generation will spur residents and corporations to join the solar movement. It is expected to increase solar power capacity to 2,700 megawatts by 2040. There will be hybrid energy supply systems also like solar hydro or wind solar energy plants. Sri Lanka will go for cross-border energy transfers by cooperation with neighboring countries. Industry will also expand to remote locations and rural areas by giving 100% to the local residents. There will be a transparent pricing methodology and rational net metering traffic. Technology will be mostly automated and government will encourage diversity in all possible areas of energy supply and delivering for maximum economic benefit through competitive market mechanisms for the benefits of the customer. So here are the references that I have used in my presentation, and thank you very much for listening.